We now cross to our reporter, Sellwane Khaukhau, who is at Marikana at the scene of the shooting. Sellwane, very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Do take us through what's happening and what will be happening later on today.
A very good morning to you, Simpiwe. Indeed, you did rightfully say there that we're coming to you live from the Gopi, as you can see here behind me in Vonnerkop in Marikana in the northwest. This is where 8 years ago on this day, the shooting of the 34 mine workers took place. It was right here, especially right there behind me, as you can see. It's usually very an active day full of celebrations, or rather commemorations on this particular day annually. But this year we see that it's relatively quiet, and we also see that there is no commemoration that is taking place here today. Do remember that the commemoration will be taking place today in Johannesburg, and it will be led by AMCU. But this morning we are joined by one of the mine workers who were there on that fateful day, the 16th of August in 2012, when 34 mine workers were shot. Ndate Wiseman Dibakwe is here to tell us how that particular day was for him. Ndate Dibakwe, being back here, it's quiet, but on this particular day, 8 years ago, it was not this quiet. What does this memory mean for you on this day?
Now, on this day, 8 years ago, today it simply means as it's just yesterday. Every time when the August is nearer, or the 16th of August is nearer, it's like the pain, the wound is starting all over again.
Okay, and then you were also telling us that you guys are feeling rather sad that the commemoration is being moved from here to Joburg. Why do you guys feel that way?
Now, the commemoration, each and since the past 7 years before this year, it's usually hosted here, so that the people of here, they must try healing emotionally. So it's like it's emotional suicide to take the commemoration back to Joburg, whereas it happened here.
You were also telling me that today it's rather peaceful, and you guys do have some freedom to move around, unlike on that particular day, because you were saying that everybody by then was a suspect. Take us through that again.
No, on 16 August 2012, there were no free movement by that time, because even your friend was a suspect. Everyone on the street was a suspect. But taking that years back and comparing it to now, it is far better than that. But only for the movement, but some things that are not better since from that day.
I mean, lives were lost and people were demanding for an increase in their salaries. Up to so far, do you think justice has been served for the widows, but also the mine workers who survived, and those, of course, who passed on?
That justice has not been served, because I can say not all the people who survived and the widows and the children of the deceased have received any compensation whatsoever.
Thank you very much, Wiseman Dibakwe. He is one of the mine workers who were here at this particular place, the Gopi, where the shooting of the 34 mine workers took place on the 16th of August in 2012. Simpiwe, pardon me, I have a bit of flu. Simpiwe, later on in the day, we are expecting widows to march from the Vonnerkop Stadium to come and march to here, the Gopi. The women are basically saying that justice has not been served, and they are demanding that government and also the mining company to do better in bringing justice and healing for them and their families. Simpiwe.
All right, Sellwane, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for your update. We'll touch base with you a little later on that as our reporter, Sellwane Khaukhau, speaking to us live from Marikana at the scene where that massacre 8 years ago took place. We'll take a quick break.